Maybe I have to say the title of this project: See brown, and listen white, and leave black. So, and maybe it's a good way to start to talk about this project or this work, because you have a kind of two levels at the same time. So first you have these three colors: brown, black, and white, and that's three colors that for me are very important in this project, but also in my work and in the way how I think about things. And then you have this second level, so listening, seeing, and living. And these two things are a kind of trying to define what art for me is. What is art for me? So you can see in the exhibition, brown it refers to a color, but it's also it refers also to the emptiness, something. So this empty canvas. Yeah, I use it a lot because for me it's for most of us we think about empty canvas as a white thing, and I like this idea that I like to show it as that this emptiness is brown, it's not white. It's very simple, it's very basic, but for me it's very important. And this emptiness is the surface where I work. And I don't know if it's clear in my work, but I try also to let this emptiness existing. So what I'm doing is always in relation with emptiness, without to say that but get away, or so you have to see it also. And seeing, listening, and living for me is also this kind of three basic sense that we need into art, into exhibition space, and also into my work. So so we don't have this the other sense, eating, speaking. They don't exist, and touching. They don't exist in this kind of situation. But living is I don't know if people can recognize it, but when you go out of exhibition space, you are another person. You are. It's another way to living a space. It's not just your living or your kitchen, but you see something, and you go out, and normally you are another person when you are living this white space or this exhibition space. So that's a little bit the global element of this exhibition. But so here we cannot see all my work, but it's a kind of selection. It represents a time also in my studio, and in my studio I work also with this kind of three sense. So I'm coming in, I'm not speaking with anybody because I'm most of the time I'm alone. And when I go out my studio, I'm another person. And in my studio, a lot of the time you have just this listening. So seeing and listening are two most important sense to make something, to make work, to make art, to make a creation. So it's this context here, this exhibition is kind of a result, a map, kind of I'm putting together different elements. Each element exists on himself, and in this exhibition, I try to make a kind of ensemble, a kind of universe. I don't know how to, and it's a little bit like, when I'm working in my atelier, is also like that. So I'm working on just on one piece, and then you try to get a kind of relation with other works or other project that you want that you want to make. When you come in this space, first impression is okay. It's full. It's a little bit everywhere. You have some work, and it's also a place where I put a lot of small work together to make a kind of installation. So in this case, also it's difficult to read it the first time when you saw it, because you see a lot of small work, and each small work needs a lot of space to see just this work alone. And in the same time, you see a global work, an installation, and you want to see just one work, but you cannot see just one work. So you have to, always to looking for a kind of a relation between each work with you, and between the work himself with another work, and it's a way also to traveling with the eye, traveling in the space, traveling to. You have some motif who will always come back. I'm not using a lot of color, and it's not because I'm sad or depressive. It's very, I want to do it like that.